So let's start on all fours. Check in, make sure your palms are pushing through the floor. Make sure your palms are underneath your shoulders. Make sure your knees are underneath your hips. And we're going to connect with our breath. So as we exhale, we're going to shift ourselves back into a child's pose, letting your ribs rest onto your thighs. And when we inhale, we're shifting ourselves forward and feeling our palms pushing through the floor, sensing the wholeness of your hand connecting with the floor. And then with your exhale, again, shift back, letting your ribs rest on your thighs. And go ahead and reach your fingertips towards the front of your mat. Inhaling forward. Exhaling back. Continue here. Let this time of moving and breathing feel good. With your next exhale, we're going to tuck our toes under and shift back now into down dog. So letting the length of your spine reach towards the corner of the wall and the ceiling behind you, opening up the back sides of your legs, drawing your belly button towards your spine. And then inhale, slowly lowered forward, letting your knees come down to the floor. And again, exhaling, shifting back to child's pose. Inhale forward, tuck your toes. Exhale, shift back to down dog. Sense the wholeness of the length of your spine lengthening, sensing your rib cage be a part of your torso, sensing the underside of your arms. And again, inhale, slowly lower down, knees down, and again, shift back into child's pose. With this next inhale, let's bring our right foot forward. However you can get that right foot forward, bring it on forward, and we're headed into a low lunge. So let your hips sink down. And then we're going to shift or rock back into a hamstring stretch, drawing your toes towards your shins, connecting again with your belly, drawing your belly button toward your spine. And again, inhale forward, sinking your hips down toward the floor. And exhale, drawing your belly button towards your spine, shift back, pull your toes towards your shins, stretch your calves, stretch your hamstring. Inhale. And exhale. Stay here, do this as many times as your right legs need. Your right leg, not legs. And then let's go ahead and gently shift. Take that right foot back. Bring your left foot forward. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So sink those hips down. Lunge deeply, pushing the wholeness of your left foot through the floor. Opening your right hip. And then exhale, shift back, pull your toes towards your shins. And again, you may want your block with you to help it with the ease of shifting back and opening up your hamstring, keeping your hips nice and square. It's tempting to shift over towards the right side, but try to keep your hips going straight back. And inhale, come on forward, opening your groin, connecting with your belly. And again, shift back. Toes draw towards your shins, getting a nice deep stretch through your hamstring. And again, forward. This time we're going to take that left foot back. We're headed back to all fours, pushing your palms through the floor. And we're just going to do a gentle cat-cow. So sensing the wholeness of your back body as you reach your heart center toward the ceiling, lengthening your spine. If you had a turtle shell on your back, you would be pushing the wholeness of your spine into the turtle shell, sensing all of your back body, reaching and stretching towards the ceiling. And then with care, inhale, open your heart center toward the front of the room. And exhale again, reaching your back body towards the ceiling. Let your palms help you. Let your palms push through the floor. Sense your belly button draw towards the ceiling. And then again, inhale, lengthening the front of your body, lengthening your belly, opening your heart center. And then stay here, continuing to move up towards the ceiling and then down towards the floor. Or take a moment here, you can even let your knees go a little bit wider and gently rock from side to side like you're wagging your tail. Get some movement into your hips, your shoulders, maybe even sense the movement through your neck. Good, and just play here. Stay as long as you need to on one side or the other side. And again, connecting your breath and your belly. Good. And bring yourself back to center. And let's make our way back again to child's pose. Lengthening your spine, extending your hips as far behind you as you can. And then let's walk our hands all the way over towards the left side, opening up your right ribs. And again, softening your belly button as you make space to let your ribs rest on your thighs. Sense the openness between your ribs. Sense the stretch in your intercostal muscles of your ribs. And then let's walk our way back towards the middle, back towards a nice long spine. And again, softening, letting your ribs fall deeper towards your thighs. And then let's lengthen and open the other side. So fingertips reach. Your left fingertips are reaching a little bit farther than your right fingertips. Your left hip is reaching a little bit farther away from you than your right hip. You're creating as much length as you can through this whole left side body. Belly button softens. And then bring yourself back to child's pose. Settle the center of your forehead into the floor beneath you if your head rests there. Or if that's not comfortable, you can use a block and rest your forehead on a block, using the different edges of the block. And stay. Stay here and consider your next movement of your practice. Or just take another moment and stay and help yourself prepare for what comes next in your day. Thank you for practicing with me. I look forward to seeing you all again soon. Namaste.